Hi, Paul. This is John Waddick, and I took some pictures of some of the places we discussed on the phone yesterday on August 26, 2020. There's several photos that I wanted to, share with you, and since you can only email about one or two photos, I thought best I would just put it in a little movie here, and so here we go. All right, so the first section we've talked about was down on the east end of College Street, this little area where we've got the arborvitaes that, I would really like to save at all possible. So we've got the 5 foot sidewalk moved in off of the road where, that would be the ideal place engineering wise. But if we could move that sidewalk up in a little bit. So I've got some photos that kind of show the situation there. So we've got a strip of land there. You don't see it too well here, but you have arborvitaes. Most of this is overgrown. I've measured from this edge to the stumps, and it's between 9.5 and 10 feet to the stumps of these arborvitaes to the edge of the road. So a minimum of 9.5. So, obviously if we could put a sidewalk up right along the edge here, this mowed area is approximately the 5 feet. All right, and then you got about 4.5 to 5 feet up here that's mulched, and then you go to his stumps. So, if it was engineering acceptable and with DOT to put that right along the edge and save these arborvitaes, that would be one less problem we would deal with the homeowner. So just another view. Obviously, these arborvitaes are overgrown. Some of them are only 2 feet off the road. So, at least going up about 7 feet, we'd have to just trim those off the sidewalk. All right, so our next area is over in Livingston Street. So let me give you a context as far as your mapping goes here. So I'm just so that you understand where we're talking about. Right in here. Okay, so this is Livingston Street, and so the sidewalk, and this is that little wonky area there in the center. And I'm not really happy with, having two crossings and these large radii here where cars can speed right in and speed right out. And, so this is two-way traffic here, and this is two-way traffic here. It's unlikely cars would proceed into this one. They generally go into that one, but you could. I don't think it's good. So my feeling is that, the pole is right here, this black dot. There seems to me plenty of room where we could flare this off and redirect the road, somewheres like this and like that, and make it more squared up over here, and without even moving the pole. So let me show you the photos involved with that. So there's the pole. Like I said, my bicycle's right here. There's a lot of room right here. Now, maybe we clip off this apron over here, and then we come in here and we make an apron going out around this pole. But as you look straight onto the pole, you see there's quite a bit of room here. There's probably about 16 feet easy right from this pole to that edge right there. So my feeling is that this road could all be contained on what would be the south side of this pole. Just going back to your map, what I'm talking about is this would be the south side. I believe there would be enough there. Now, our village crew could come up and dig this up and do that kind of work. That's no problem, and they can repave. So you don't have to add that into the cost. But I would like to see the design changed here and eliminate that section of sidewalk. Just getting back to just another photo. There's that enormous apron over here, and then this would be looking toward the east, toward Livingston Street. And like I said, I think the road could come over here and just come right to the edge of that pole, and then we could tighten up this radius here, and we've got plenty of room right in there for a road. This road is about 30 feet. and I'm pretty sure we've got a good solid 30 feet from this pole, up into this area. So that's the Livingston Street deal. Now, the Dalton Road where it hits 5 and 20. Let's just go on your map. Okay, so no, that's not Dalton, Michigan. Okay, so this is actually in your Michigan slide. So you've got the 5 feet sidewalk coming in, and we did this right here. I see you got a curb cut coming in here. Here's the problem. Right up here, just east on Main, is a knoll of a hill that's people start screaming up. I would say the average speed is about 45 miles an hour here. So, if we could bring this sidewalk down further a little bit, it would just give pedestrians a little bit more time to see cars coming, and also vice versa for cars to see that. Now, we had talked about possibly bringing the sidewalk. Here's Michigan Avenue up here on the left, and bringing it down here. Now, the furthest you can bring it down easily is this Village of Lima sign right here, this decorative sign. Right in here where you see the vegetation down here, that's a gully in there, and we don't want to go anywhere near that. Once again, there's the 30 mile, that's where the village, this is where the village ends. We got our posted sign, and then the decorative Lima sign. You got a lot of Japanese knotweed right in here. You can show Andy. Anyway, so this is no man's land. We don't want to incur into that. And just more photos. That's the big gully. So the Lima sign is as far as we could think of. So this kind of shows what the problem is if you are going to put a crosswalk near Michigan Avenue. Okay, take a look at this little car right here. Okay, so what I did is I took a series of photos. All right, so a pedestrian standing here is going to first see this car, okay, just coming up over the knoll of the hill. All right, and I've crossed here many times, both by foot and bike, and it's dicey, really freaking dicey. Okay, so there's an image of a car. You first see it, boom, that car pops up, boom, boom. That car's on you in about 2 seconds. Okay, so these are snaps I took probably half a second apart. Okay, so see the car, all of a sudden car's right on your butt. Okay, so bringing the sidewalk down and giving pedestrians and car drivers more time would be better. So I think this is a little dangerous right here. If it was crossing at that point, I'd like it not more down toward the pole. But you can see this is looking west from Michigan Avenue down. It's a straight shot. This pole, the second pole, is approximately the furthest we could go down here, but where it crosses, my point is pretty much the further west you can go, the better, and that's just that sign. So everything's good up till that decorative sign, and there's that decorative sign again. Okay, lastly is down here on Seneca Elm. So let me just bring your map into play here. I think it's one of the last ones. Okay, so this is Elm Street coming down, and we make so we're on the north side, or I'm sorry, we're on the west side, and we brought that over because of the right-of-way issue with this person on the corner. So we brought it over, and that all looks really good right there. Okay, now the thing is, if you look down here, there's a little piece of asphalt sidewalk. That's the entrance. That's a walking entrance to our park. All right, I stepped this off right here today, and it's about 120 feet from the terminus of that sidewalk right to this entrance to our park. I would like to see a design where we just extend that down so that we have a nice solid connection to our park entrance. So let me just show you on the excuse me, the photo. So the sidewalk's going to cross this intersection right here on the left. There's Parkside Place. And this is just the straight shot right over here. The only conflict in this area is this guy wire right here that could probably be relocated a bit out here to the north. But you see it's a straight shot right into there. I'd love to have a little sidewalk extension right in there. This is just another close-up. So I'm looking from Elm Street. On the left is Seneca, and then this is Parkside Place here. So you can see there's our sign for our park entrance. It just makes sense to me that since most of the people using this section of sidewalk are going to come to and from the park, that we'd extend it in there. And just another close-up. This guy wire is the only interference in the system. So I hope that is informative to you. Give me a call or email, and we'll tighten up this design. But thank you for all your work, Paul. I really appreciate it.